Incremental delivery is arguably the most important element of long-term Agile success, and yet many so-called Agile organizations still continue to pursue a big bang release strategy, losing all the value that agility might otherwise bring. So what is incremental delivery? In its simplest form, it's an alternative to the big bang releases of old. Instead of building a product and releasing a final version to customers when it's done, we instead build a series of independent increments or pieces of the product. The idea is for each piece to be functionally done, integrated, tested, and released to customers so it can be used for real rather than just being described or mocked. Now, this is not the same as iterative development, where we slowly improve the quality or functionality of the product in a series of repeat cycles. With iterative development, we might first build a basic version of our intended functionality, improving it in future iterations until the feature requires no more improvement. Now, these are not mutually exclusive approaches. In fact, good Agile practice almost always requires both, meaning that we iterate upon our functionality over time while also producing complete product increments that can be used by customers. Why then am I calling out incremental delivery as being the key piece of our Agile puzzle? Well, because it's possible to build something iteratively without it being usable by your customers until a long way down the road. In fact, this is exactly where a lot of faux Agile implementations often get stuck. They build their product in sprints, technically iterating on a fixed backlog of work, allowing the product to languish in a non-production environment. And often when it comes time to release, all that work now has to be properly integrated, tested, and productionized, which creates a massive amount of work and usually a gigantic source of problems. And that's not even the kicker. When it finally does get released, customers might find that functionality works differently to how they expected, because this is their first time experiencing a true production version of a complete system. And by this point, it's far too late to make deep architectural or foundational changes to the product. Because when it comes down to it, the reason we care about Agile ways of working is to shorten feedback loops, ensuring that we consider our customers and what they really need. And without incremental delivery, any feedback that we get is always going to be partly disconnected from reality. This is why empiricism is vital. We must observe reality to gain knowledge, and we can easily trick ourselves into thinking we've learned something because a proxy for reality has been expected. We could show a test environment, we can demonstrate a happy path feature, we can mock or stub our data. But any feedback that we get from this is not based on a transparent view of the real product. It's not reality. Ultimately, this means that if we want real feedback that helps us to learn and to build the right thing, we must ensure that we are regularly producing an actual increment that isn't a stand-in for a final product, but is a final product, at least in technical robustness, if not marketability. So agility is not about going faster or building piecemeal products. It's about adaptability, ensuring we test and learn, changing direction when needed. And for this, we must ensure that we're anchoring our decisions to the most reliable, complete feedback we can possibly achieve. And for that, we need incremental delivery. Now, this doesn't mean that incremental delivery alone is enough to make you agile, just that it's a vital prerequisite to agile success. So give it a try, see if it works for you, and good luck.